Alright, so since the release of Tales of Tanorio is going to be re-releasing very soon, I decided in this video we're pretty much going to be going everything that should be coming to this release. Now as you guys see, yes, we are on a Google Doc, and you might be asking what is on this Google Doc. This Google Doc will have every single piece of information that you will need for re-release for this game. So I'm telling you right now, if you have access to this Google Doc, which, you know what I'm saying, I'm giving it to my fans, you know what I'm saying, but if you have access to this, you're pretty much set up, you know what I'm saying, you're set up and you know exactly what you're gonna be doing as soon as the game comes out. So stuff to know for TOT. Obviously full credits go to this guy, of course. But yeah, the first thing, chaining. You can chain by knocking out multiple of the same species of Tanorio in a row. Chaining odds also factor in events like community days or events that boost shiny odds. Shiny odds will never go under 1 out of 256. Yay, no worthless shinies. You can only chain up to 1,000 of one species. Only one chain can exist at any point in time. Now, I'm also gonna say this right now. Majority of the stuff that's on this doc, I'm not sure if it's going to be coming out for release. And you guys are probably gonna see what I mean by that later on, but you know what I'm saying, the first thing, automatically chaining. Obviously, I don't even know too much about that, but hey, we're gonna move on. The next one we have is Hordes. A Horde is a 5v1 where you face 5 Tanorians instead of a normal 2v2s or a 1v1. One is randomly selected as a leader and controls the AI of a non-leader. Tanorians control what moves a non-leader use. I know that's kind of unique. I never heard of that before. I never heard of this word before too. Okay, that's unique. A horde is made up with 15 to 20% chance and requires a certain criteria to be reached in order to spawn. In a horde, the shiny chance is a little different. If a Tanorian is in the horde is generated as a shiny, it'll erase all chain buffs, making all Tanorians that generate from that point the normal 1 out of 2,000 chance. So it's just the same thing as everything else. Okay. Any Tanorian on the field is capturable, but in turn it skips your turn and makes you susceptible to attacks. Weather is definitely one of the more interesting things that are going to be added in this game. I've seen a lot of people make videos about this. I've seen the developers gas up about it. I saw the sneaks on it too. 12 different weather patterns, and a lot of them you guys are gonna see. You know what, we don't really care, you know what I'm saying. You got rain, obviously, thunder, hail, snow, blah blah blah. We're gonna talk about the unique ones. Shooting stars boost odds for cosmic and light encounters, plus held items, plus unique encounters, plus unique item drops, plus other stuff. That's for a shooting star. Now, I don't know how it works in this game. It's just gonna happen randomly. Actually, no, we have to scroll back up. Weather will affect the overworld. Example, windmill moving faster because of the wind. Certain Tanorians will interact with the weather. Certain Tanorians will react with the weather. Weather chance will be affected by the time of year IRL. Wait, how does that work then? So if I'm, for an example, is one of the developers is looking outside, he sees a shooting star, is it gonna be in the game? That's kind of crazy. I don't know how that's gonna work, but hey, it's unique. And another thing that actually has is the blood moon. Yep, see, blood moon evolution condition plus boosted XP rates. Fog boost odds for dark and ghost encounters plus held items. Daytime and nighttime cycle. 20 minutes day plus 20 minutes night equals 40-minute full cycle. Okay, so that's balanced. Certain Tanorians like the caterpillar line will evolve based on if it's day or night. Now obviously you guys are gonna have access to this Google Doc, so I'm not gonna talk about the basic stuff. Creatures themselves, Tanorians, you already know. Behavior patterns, neutral, aggressive, shy, blah blah blah. Unique stats, train stats, traits. I think I should talk about traits. There are a total of 11 traits, with each decreasing a stat, excluding HP. These traits can be mixed and matched and or paired with a neutral trait, which doesn't affect a stat. Each trait modifies the final stat values by 10%. Now, the reason why I'm saying y'all gotta pay attention, because this connects to unique stats and train stats, blah, 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 all that stuff. Be very careful where you're putting those points in, and be very careful on what stats you're focusing on. I believe that's how the game's most likely gonna work. Obviously, if you do your stats really good, you're gonna have a really good Turnarian in your disposal. So obviously, you have to be really careful with that. And then we got the shiny Turnarians. You guys already know about that. 1 out of 2,000. I believe, I don't think the Google Doc has it, but I'm gonna pull up a screenshot. You guys probably also saw in my last video, but this weekend, I don't know if it's the next weekend or this weekend, but one of these weekends, pretty much that number is going to go down by, I believe, 500. So it's probably going to be 1 out of 15,000. So yeah, that's what they're most likely going to be doing. Now, yes, this is what I wanted to get into. This is why I was a little bit confused when I first saw this Google Doc. Is this actually going to come out and release? So what we got is Guardian Reversion, which pretty much stands for Mega Evolution. Now, you guys know how Mega Evolutions work in Pokemon. The same thing for this game, but obviously, because they don't want to get copyrighted, they had to change the whole name of it and kind of change the concept, but it's still kind of similar. This is one of the most important mechanics in Tales of Tanorio, being its Mega Evolution system of sorts. There are 2 types of Guardian Reversions, Order form and Chaos form. I ain't gonna lie, that Chaos form sounds crazy, I ain't gonna lie. Currently, the only 2 known Turnarians capable of performing a Guardian Reversion are Palados and... yeah, I'm so bad with Pokemon names, bro. I'm gonna just call this one D. God damn. But yeah, apparently these are the only 2. So, oh, maybe it will be on release. But yeah, only 2 of them can do it. Okay, that's not bad, I guess. That's not bad. The next piece we have is Ruptures, Tales of Tanario's form of raids. They vary from 1 star all the way up to 7 star. And go up to 4 players that can join a Rupture at a given time. You are only bringing 1 Tanarian to fight with you in the Rupture, so obviously it has to be the highest, strongest level one you got. Ruptures spawn every 10 minutes and Ruptures don't despawn until they've been in battle. You have a maximum of 25 turns to finish the Rupture, or else it will kick you. 25 turns, god damn, bro. I ain't gonna lie, if you don't get this first shot, you're kind of just trash. Ruptures can have a chance to spawn an obtainable version of Turnarian, e.g. Rainbow Dolphin. Then we got tamer levels. You guys kind of know how that system works. If not, look at the Google Doc. We got PC boxing. This is actually another piece that I also kind of found interesting too. Yes, locking Turnarians to prevent them from being released. So it pretty much means even if you capture a Turnarian, it can leave it. It's kind of like a Pokemon leaving its Pokeball. I don't know how that's possible. That's kind of interesting. And another concept that I also found out was, let's say you're battling someone. Let's say if there was a system that you can steal someone else's Turnarian because you beat them in a battle. So who knows? You know what I'm saying? I like it how they're like trying to add like some type of uniqueness to it. You know what I'm saying? Some stuff that Pokemon themselves, they don't even like to add, but hey, they're trying it. I like it. We got missions, we got dungeons, we got ultimate, quests, blah, blah, blah. You guys get it. It's most likely going to be a part of the storyline, of course. Remember, we are only getting 2 gyms, or 2.5, I believe. It doesn't really matter, but it's most likely going to be 2. The reason why we're not getting 3, a bunch of other issues, so that's being held off, so we only get 2. So obviously by that time, when everyone's already ready and they already completed those 2 gyms, that means everyone's going to be pretty much maxed the hell out for the next gym, so everyone should be prepared. Some other information we got is post-release updates, which pretty much means that once the game comes out, these are going to be the future updates. We got ranked battles, 2v2s, 1v1s, doubles, showdowns, trading plus, fishing. We don't care about that. Dungeons, which was also discussed. They already got 12 different weathers. I want to add more. God damn, alright. They got breeding and then fun features. Now obviously, all this stuff that I was discussing, I don't know who made this doc, but again, full credit to you, of course. I don't believe all this stuff is coming to release. I feel like some of this stuff will be let out, but a good majority of this stuff will obviously be coming for release, because if it wasn't, like, what's the point of even releasing it? But yeah, once again, if you guys want to check out this Google Doc, it will be in the link in the description. And yeah.